What's good? All right. Anabolic philosopher here today. And today, not only I'm going to help you guys get swole, but it's important to be swole of mind as it is to be swole of body. Today, we're going to be talking about overtraining because, yes, that shit is real. Overtraining is real. So we're going to talk about what it is, the 3 signs that you may or may not be overtraining, and we're going to talk about the difference, which I feel like gets confused a lot, is overtraining and overreaching. There's a difference between the two because overtraining is bad. Overreaching is good in moderation. And it's actually perfect timing because I just saw that Mike Rashid, no disrespect, I like you and CT Fletcher, but I just saw that Mike Rashid posted a video about how he almost tore his pec. And this is one of the guys that always preached about, oh, there's no overtraining. There is no overtraining. There is overtraining. And so, let's get down to it and let's knock this out. So let's start off with, what is overtraining? Overtraining by definition means it's a point where an athlete reaches where the performance starts to plateau and then eventually starts to decrease with the same workload being performed. Now, overtraining comes in 3 stages because your body is pretty good at telling you what's going on. It's whether or not you choose to listen to it. So the first step, or the first sign of overtraining, is just simply tiredness.
And by tiredness, I mean those times when you'd rather be face down in your bed than at the gym.
Life's not perfect. For the average bodybuilder or for the average person who aspires to get fit, there's going to be days where you had a really hard day at work. Maybe you had a really long night because you had to stay up with the kid. Something. But for whatever reason, you're going to go to the gym that day and you're just not feeling the greatest, which is okay. That is okay. But just know that in order to prevent from falling into the next 2 stages of overtraining, on these days, go a little bit lighter on the gym. Scale back your weight and really hit the form. Hit the form, make sure you're getting good contractions, and just keep it short and keep it simple. So the second stage is tiredness, but you keep on going.
Alright, okay. I've worked like 36 hours. It's only Wednesday. But CT Fletcher told me it's still my motherfucking set. So I guess the only way I'm going to get some gains is if I go to the gym, even though I'm completely tired and should probably take a nap. But good thing I got this pre-workout. I'll just take a scoop. Nah, screw the scoop. We'll just take the whole thing.
So what I mean by that is, let's say now instead of Monday, first day of your workout after a really hard day of work, it's now Thursday or Friday. Work still hasn't let up its pace, or life still hasn't let up its pace. You haven't really been eating the greatest, and you're still grinding, you're still going, but now you're also still going to the gym. You're feeling more tired. You can kind of feel the aches and the pains from, back even from, let's say if you did bench press on Monday, now we're on Fridays, which I typically do back. You're still feeling a lot of soreness in your chest and in your pecs from your first workout. Now this is where you're starting to step into that second stage. And this is where your body, because we start off in the morning is the best time for our body. We're in the most anabolic state early in the morning. And then throughout the day, we slowly, transition to a catabolic state, which is where the process of where we start breaking down muscle. And then we try to stave off that catabolic state with protein and carbohydrates and proper nutrition. But as you get tired and as you grind on and stress and daily life builds up, this also raises the hormone cortisol. Cortisol is what forces us to be in a catabolic state. You start slipping on your nutrition, you start slipping on your sleep, your cortisol levels are going to raise more and more and more, and you're going to be more in a catabolic state than an anabolic state. So now we're going to go to the gym, we're going to break our muscles down even further when we even went to the gym, we were already in a catabolic state. Our body's just getting our ass kicked, basically. That's all we're basically doing at this point. Now we're hitting the third phase. Third phase of overtraining is complete exhaustion.
Oh God, I can't move. But CT Fletcher told me it's still my set. I better figure out how to get to the gym. I can trade neck. I'll trade neck. Here we go. 1, 2, 3,
Now, this is where your body is basically, it's going to make or break you. It's going to stop you one way or another. Our bodies are really cool like that. If you don't want to listen, your body's fine with that. But your body's going to act accordingly. And so let's say you keep pushing, you keep going. Now it's 3 weeks. You know, you're 3 weeks in. You still haven't been eating right, really. You still haven't been getting the amount of sleep because work's been crazy, life's been crazy. Now you're in complete exhaustion. This is when you're going to be the most vulnerable to muscle tears. This is when you're going to be the most vulnerable to, you know, some type of lifting related injury, and then your body's going to force you to be out. I mean, I've seen people go to the gym and they'll do, you know, a rep, say they'll do it in like lateral raises, and they'll get done and they're over there holding their shoulder like, oh, like this shit's going to pop out. If you're facing that, listen to your body. Stop. Don't do it anymore. Cut it out. Because you doing the 3 sets or 4 sets or of whatever at whatever rate, at whatever reps, is not gonna all of a sudden change you into an Incredible Hulk. You would actually be more beneficial to stop that exercise, let your body heal, and then come back. Even the greats took days off. Sometimes when you're facing, you know, really hard and your body just doesn't seem to be reacting to training the way that it is, it might just be the fact that you need to lay off. I mean, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he'll even tell you, there's been many of articles that I've read that have him in it, and sometimes in order to go forward, you have to take a step back first, relax, maybe have an, you know, an off week if, you know, if you've been feeling really busy at work or life has just been really stressful and really crazy, take a week off of lifting. Let your body heal. Let it get its life together. Because when you start entering into this third stage of overtraining, now you have chemical imbalances that are off. Your testosterone can really decrease. You can stop or you can significantly reduce producing growth hormones, which is going to help with repair. It's going to affect brain function. There's a lot of terrible things that overtraining can do, and you can really get yourself into a really bad predicament on something that can be easily prevented by taking a day off from the gym. Just take a day off. Alright, so now that we got what is overtraining and the 3 phases of overtraining out of the way, let's talk about something that I feel like a lot of people mean to say when they say you should overtrain. I feel like a lot of people mean that you should do overreaching. Overreaching is different from overtraining because overtraining means that you're taking your training regimen and you keep doing it regardless of how your body's feeling. So you're feeling like garbage, you're still going to try to go in there and get 100 reps for 3 sets. Overreaching means that there's a particular point and there's a particular time frame where you're going to push your body hard as hell to get these reps and to make these sets. But then you're going to stop. You're going to stop and you're going to allow your body to recover from it. Overreaching is a great tool. I use it from time to time. Because I cycle back between hypertrophy sets and strength gaining sets. That's how I spice it up. Because the way I see it, either way, you're going to be packing on size, you're going to be packing on muscle. But then I also see it, you know, it's important to be as strong as you look. Also, the way I also see it is that if I strength train, say I've been hitting 145 for bent over rows, and you know I'm going and I just can't seem to quite get past 145. Every now and then I'll throw in a week or 2 of just, okay, we're gonna go hard as hell, we're gonna go balls to the walls, and when I go in this gym, I'm gonna just destroy it back. There's been times where I've literally done nothing but bent over rows. I'll do different variations of it, different tempos, and maybe I'll combine it with some pull-ups and stuff. But then after that, after I've completely obliterated my body for a week or 2, I take a week off. And basically what that allows your body to do, your body now has to sit there and adjust. It's like, well, wait a minute, hold on, this dude's doing some crazy stuff, he's over here trying to lift the world. We need to adapt. We need to figure out our strategy. How are we going to get it together that we can be able to sustain what he's doing? So in this meantime, you know, your body's sorting back out your chemical imbalances. It's repairing your muscles, and you're feeding your body the nutrition so it has the building blocks that it needs to grow. I know, weird. Nutrition keeps coming up. It's so crazy how it's just always in the picture. But like I said, nutrition is a huge part of it, as well as rest. And so then during these phases, I don't just completely then just sit around when I take off. I work on some of my aerobic stuff. Like maybe I'll just go for a light jog, or I'll just do some calisthenics or maybe some body weight stuff. But nothing crazy, nothing strenuous. Just basically stuff to get the blood pumping, get the waste moving around so my body can circulate it. Flush out the lactic acid. Heal up the cramps, because your body, when your muscles break down and you tear, the blood helps repair these muscles. So, like I said, if you just go for a light jog, nothing crazy, just a mile or so, even if it takes you 12 minutes to do a mile, as long as you get a nice good sweat going, that will help circulate your body. That will help circulate the waste through your body. It works on your respiratory system, of course, and also it helps with, I'm drawing on a blank. Your immune system. There we go. Helps with your immune system. Helps keep that nice and healthy and regulated. So I don't know what happened to the lighting. I don't know why it's all messed up now, but whatever. Anyways, so the moral of the story is, if you're training and you're seeing results, maybe you're sore for a couple days after your exercise, but then it goes away by the next week when you need to re-hit that body group again, and you're improving, then you're training right. You're causing enough stimulation, your body's thrown off enough where it has to, rethink, rebuild, and come back stronger. Simple sign to tell if you're overtraining: if you're doing the same routine and week after week it seems to be getting harder and harder and harder, and you seem to be developing more and more pains, like you now got shoulder pain, now you got shoulder and elbow pain, now you got shoulder, elbow, and back pain, then you're probably overtraining. Scale it back some, or look at your nutrition, make sure you're eating right. Be honest with yourself in this, and make sure that you're getting the proper amount of rest, and then reevaluate. See where you're at. If things are getting better, then look at that. You have now completely avoided all of overtraining. Because, and I feel like it's a disservice that some of these channels provide, telling you to go hard in the paint all the time. Always go hard. Always go hard. Remember, guys, those people do it for a living. That is their job. Their job is to go to the gym. That's their full-time job. So, they might not have to worry about the daily stresses of, work. They might not have to worry about the daily stresses of, cooking your food on top of taking care of your family, etc., etc., etc. So just set realistic expectations for yourself, because overtraining is going to occur at different times for different people through different things. But like I said, as long as you're hitting a routine, you're seeing results, and you're seeing that your body's recovering and you're coming back stronger and stronger, then you're going to be good to go, and you'll be getting bigger in no time. So just listen to your body, because it's not only important to be swole of body, but also to be swole of mind. Don't forget that. All right, guys. Until next week, take it easy. Lift heavy. Peace.